The 124th U.S. Open Golf Championship will get underway later this week as the best golfers in the world participate in the third major of the year. So let's preview the tournament. We're going to do it with golf enthusiast and host of Ask the Experts with Curran Bhatia. My guy, Curran Bhatia joins me now. Curran, what's going on, man?
Dexter, always a pleasure to talk to you. I love when we're talking about golf. We got a major coming up this weekend. It's a big one. I'm pumped.
It's a big one. And last time we were able to talk some golf, we talked about the Masters, but Curran, this one.
Yes.
Pinehurst No. 2.
Correct.
Hosting the U.S. Open for the first time in a decade. For folks who don't know, because there's always so many different courses in golf, right? What makes this course unique and also challenging for the players? What is so great about this course, Pinehurst No. 2?
Yep, Pinehurst No. 2. It's playing host to the U.S. Open Championship, of course, a major. Now, there's a lot of different things that make it unique. The biggest thing is the turtleback greens, right? This is one of the things this course is known for. So what that means is you're going to hit it onto the green, it might not stay on there, and putting is very, very difficult. You were right, Dexter, that 10 years ago, 2014, Pinehurst No. 2 played host to the U.S. Open. Now we're back. We're talking over 7,500 yards of golf course. That's a lot. And the key for all these players is going to be precision, precision, precision. That's what you need to do to win at Pinehurst No. 2. You need to be precise. You need to get it on the green. You need to keep it on the green. And putting. Putting is going to be so top of mind because you need to have a good putting day to do well here at Pinehurst No. 2. Jack Nicklaus played this course many times. I'm gonna read a quote for you that he said that I think sums it all up. He said, "There are days at Pinehurst, if you miss the green, you spend the rest of the afternoon trying to get it back on." So what that means is you don't want to miss the green, and if you do, it's going to be a long day.
Well, long days are not what people want, and saying that you have to be precise makes it sound easy, folks, but for those of us who've played the sport, we know that it is not. Now, I got to talk to you, obviously, going into this tournament, we got to talk about Scotty Scheffler, right? Scheffler, he's fresh off of winning the Memorial Tournament last weekend. He's been in incredible form, Curran, all season long. What are his chances of winning this tournament, and what aspects of his game do you think fans should be watching as they head into this U.S. Open?
Scotty Scheffler, the chances for him winning at the U.S. Open, I would say, are very high. Right now, he's listed at plus 320. Now, here's the thing about Scheffler. He won the Masters this year. We know that he faced adversity at the PGA Championship, still finished in the top 10, even after everything that happened. And, of course, he just won last week at the Memorial. So there's a lot of things that are going right for Scotty Scheffler. Now, we know that there's going to be a huge field. It's going to be a stacked field, as it always is on the majors. And there's going to be a lot of competition. But right now, Scotty Scheffler is the favorite in this. He's just coming off of a win, and for good reason. He's the #1 player in the world. A lot of things are going in the direction of Scotty Scheffler.
A lot of things going right in his direction at this point right now. And the person that we always got to talk about when it comes to golf, that's Tiger Woods.
Yes.
And you know this, Curran, always a major storyline. What can we expect from him in this tournament, okay? And considering his recent performances, also the health issues that we've seen from Tiger Woods, what can fans expect from him heading into this U.S. Open?
Yeah, no matter what happens when Tiger Woods is playing a major championship, people are going to take notice, right? That's what Tiger Woods brings to the table. And the reason for that is because Tiger Woods has won 15 majors, and that's an amazing accomplishment, and he's earned that right to be that attraction. It doesn't matter how old you are. Now, he's 48 years old, dealing with a lot of different injuries, things like that. He has not had a good year. He's not been able to play the way he wants. He's actually at a 125-1 underdog coming into this. So I don't think anyone is expecting Tiger Woods necessarily to win this. But because of Tiger Woods, when the odds are stacked against him, he comes out and does something amazing, does something spectacular through injury, through it all. That's what we've seen through the years. So that's why no matter what, Tiger Woods is always going to be top of mind for fans. He's always going to be a fan favorite. He's earned that right. I'm sure it's going to be no different here at the U.S. Open. But unfortunately, based on injuries, based on everything that's going on with Tiger, we don't expect him to necessarily have a great chance here. But you know, Tiger and majors are just made together. So I expect him to be competitive. I expect there to be a big field around him. The bigger question, Dexter, is this going to be one of the last times that we see Tiger Woods compete at a U.S. Open, right? There's only so much that his body can go through, mentally he can go through. He's a competitor. We know he's going to golf until he physically can't anymore, but that is something that we have to start thinking about. And you look at his record this year, we got to start thinking about that.
Yeah, that's something I think a lot of golf fans don't want to start thinking about, but you're right. Do have to start thinking about that as well, because Tiger, 48, like you said, has been dealing with a lot of injuries, and we'll see. Hopefully he can be competitive. If he's at the top of the leaderboard on the final day, a lot of people would be happy Not saying that'll happen, but people will be happy. Want to talk to you about other contenders. Yep. What of the other contenders do you see having a strong showing at Pinehurst, and why do you think these contenders can play well at this golf course?
There's going to be a huge stacked field at the U.S. Open. So who are some people? We talked about Scottie Scheffler. Obviously, he's the #1 player in the world. He just won last week. Who else has a chance here? Well, I'm going to give you some names, Dexter. Rory McIlroy. Now, Rory McIlroy actually won the Wells Fargo Championship earlier this year. He's finished top 15 at the PGA Championship. So he's definitely in the mix. That's someone that a lot of people need to look out for in Rory McIlroy. Also, Xander Schauffele. He just won the PGA Championship last month. He's had a great year. Many top 10s for Xander Schauffele. His game seems to be peaking at the right time, right? And that's the biggest thing in golf. You want to be peaking during these majors. Xander Schauffele is doing that. He just got over the major hump, so maybe that opens up the floodgates. We'll see how that plays out. I'm going to give you one dark horse pick.
Dark horse, okay.
Yep, of a player who I think is going to have success here at the U.S. Open at Pinehurst #2. That is Sahith Theegala, right? And if you haven't heard that name, you will. Theegala actually was among the leaders last time out at the last major. He did his thing. He's a young player, only 26 years old. And I think he got a lot of people's attention at the PGA Championship when he started to creep up that leaderboard. So he's a young player who's kind of been knocking and looking for his opportunity, his breakthrough moment. So maybe we'll see Theegala have a breakthrough moment here at Pinehurst #2.
All right, watch out for Theegala at Pinehurst #2. We'll see. So we've gone through all the things here with Curran. And Curran, you know what time it is. It is prediction time.
Yes.
Got to ask you this. Which golfer are you going to predict to win the 2024 U.S. Open? Who are you going with?
My official pick for U.S. Open golf champion this year in 2024, Scottie Scheffler. Now, we know Scottie Scheffler has had an electric year. He's ranked #1 in the world. He tied for second for the 2022 U.S. Open. He's already won 5 times this year, including the Masters, and he just won last week. So if you look at everything that's going right for Scottie Scheffler, we know he went through some adversity at the PGA Championship. Like I said, still finished in the top 10. So Scottie Scheffler is trending very much in the right direction. And Dexter, to top it all off, he just became a father. And this tournament is going to be playing on Sunday. That will be the final day for Father's Day. So you can't really script this any better. You got Scottie Scheffler, who's just he's doing tremendously well, and he's going to be a father, and it's on Father's Day. I mean, the script really writes itself, right? I mean, I think you can't write a better script than that.
Well, I mean, you sound like some of the people around the NFL. You're thinking there's script writers here in golf going on a little bit with Scottie Scheffler. You could think that.
No. And what I mean by that, too, is that obviously Scottie Scheffler is going to have to win this on the golf course.
Right.
But in terms of what this moment would mean, and I think it just goes back to the fact that he is the #1 player in the world. He just won last week, so he's red hot. He already won the Masters this year. So the confidence is there. The game is there. Everything is coming up for Scottie Scheffler. The one thing he's going to have to contend with, and we spoke about this earlier, right? The turtleback greens and putting, which is so dangerous. One thing they say about Pinehurst #2 and the greens, they say the greens are known to aggressively eject balls that come towards them, right? So if you hit your ball, it may not stay in the green, and then also it makes putting so difficult on that surface. So because of the putting, nothing is a guarantee, right? And so that could open it up for great putters. It could open it up for anyone. So Scottie Scheffler, it's going to be a tough hill to climb here at Pinehurst #2, but that is my official pick for 2024 U.S. Open champion.
For the golfers and the golf fans out there, any greens that are described as aggressive, not good. Then when you add an eject to that, an ejection, that also isn't really good at all. Should be a good U.S. Open here in 2024, 124th U.S. Open. We will see how that goes. That all gets started on Thursday. That is Curran Bhatia of Ask the Experts with Curran Bhatia. Fantastic golf enthusiast, one of the best in terms of talking about the sport. Curran, enjoy the Open. We'll talk soon.
Dexter, enjoy the Open and enjoy Father's Day.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. You too.
Thank you.